So today I'm a little bit different. I'm not necessarily teaching you anything or sharing an experience with you, but I hope you still enjoy it and can share some of what I tell you with your friends. So, just to start off, each day there's studies that, just walking around, you see hundreds, thousands of advertisements. You don't really notice them. They're either while you're doing your homework, just in the background. When you're driving, you just see them on the highway. But these companies that actually run these advertisements are doing them internationally. And often, just something in English that they have here will translate really bad in another country and can cause chaos. Something that you don't notice is driving, but if you see something when you're driving that's absolutely absurd, it can be on the news, it can be in all of the papers, it could actually reach the government. So today I'm going to speak to some of the most absurd mistranslations in advertising. And just to go off of this, what inspired me to actually do this today was the fact that I had studied in Spain last year. And I didn't really enroll in one of the American programs. I was actually with 20 Spaniards in all of my classes. I guess the equivalent of that kid that doesn't speak well here. Sorry, that was offensive. So I actually took a marketing class there. And for my final project, I had done a marketing analysis for Charles Schwab, their Talk to Touch campaign. And for one of my project, one of the photos I had was a golfer. And I forget the golfer's name, pretty famous. And I said golfo instead of golf. And essentially, golfo means sleeping around with a lot of women. And so I said to 20 Spaniards that this man is sleeping with 20 women instead of that he's playing golf. But truthfully, individual can't feel silly about that because huge companies are making the same mistakes. So this is Gerber's baby food, and they had just launched Gerber's baby food in Africa. And if you guys don't know, in Africa it's very common to just have the picture of whatever food is on the label instead of actually putting the name, just illiteracy, just common practice. So there's actually outrage in many countries, seeing that many people just thought that they're actually serving babies instead of animals. This was with Purdue Chicken Stars, my corporate strategy project was conducive to memorizing the quote. But in the US, Frank Purdue, his slogan was, "It takes a strong man to make a tender chicken." But in the Mexican market, it's translated to, "It takes an aroused man to make a chicken affectionate." This is for American Airlines, and I think this was in the 90s, but they had an advertising campaign to publicize their leather first class seats. And I don't know what they had called it in the US, but in Mexico they called it vuela en cuero, which actually means fly naked. So that was actually a picture from Google I found, but I blocked out it. And lastly, the Pope had come to, I think it was, the Pope came to Miami a few years ago. And a regular store vendor made a bunch of t-shirts that basically said, "I saw the Pope," that he thought it would be a huge sell, just people buying it, thousands of people coming. And he put "La Papa" instead of "El Papa," which basically means "I saw the potato."